Welcome to the Recruit Finals cast of CSC Season 12. Here today we have myself, Lo, we have Gear Slayer 360 Gear, and Tilly.
Hey, welcome.
How's it going, everyone?
So we are just waiting for the lobby to be finalized between the finals tonight, which we have the Savannah Servals and the Totem Pole Tadpole Titans.
Yeah, it should be an exciting matchup. I think both teams deserve to be here, and yep, here we go. We're getting right into it.
And we open on Mirage with SAV, the Servals, being CT side, and the Tadpole Titans, Frog, on T side. And it looks like we have some entry frags open on Cat as Toad is defending site from two Ts, gets one pick, gets a second one, and gets traded out by Poutine in apps. But with Poutine being the last alive, this is going to be a tough map to get any more out of. Poutine rotating back to top mid. Looks like he may have escaped, but the information will be that he was B site. And this exchange will be interesting. Does get seen mid by Sock. Poutine rotating back. I doubt he'll save this coming around. He'll just be looking to get as much damage, maybe even rushing into a bomb plant. But he picked up a pistol to swap. Is he ready for the lurker sitting around here? He is, and trades out Cayman Rider. Cayman Rider was low, but a head tap will secure that kill without issue.
Interesting. Now going into the 1v2, he's going to try to get the bomb down. That'll be huge for their money. Oh, but he gets head tapped over the top.
Yeah, Sock was ready for him. He was waiting on stairs.
Yeah, it would have been huge to get the plant there, so they're probably just going to have to catch a save here second round, unless they really want to force the issue.
Yeah, and especially on a map like Mirage, where you want to try and get as many rounds on T side as you can. Typically, it's a CT favored map, so not getting the bomb down prevents them from buying some SMGs and trying to challenge.
Opening here into an A rush with CTs or with Ts going three main and two palace. They rush onto site and get there real fast. The CTs aren't quite ready for it.
Looks like
Poutine is able to get one out, but a 4K, I believe, from Sock there.
I think he failed the
Should
bomb
deny
plan. He
this
burned
bomb
in the
plan.
molly, so that's going to be all she wrote for that round.
And then we'll see if... Yep, and then there's the last kill, and we are out with a 2-0 SAV lead.
So they will be able to catch a buy into this one. Let's see if they can take the first gun round. This will be huge for the momentum here. So if they want to start working their way back into it, like Tilly said, they definitely need to pick up as many T-side rounds as they can. So we'll see what their strat is here. Maybe just catching a default here.
Looks like we have, and as expected...
Yeah, it looks like two towards mid, and Yes, one is lurking out apps here, seeing what he can hear, what he can catch, what attention he can draw. Lost Toast early, it looks like.
Okay, so we're on this expected default out of our T's, just looking to get that information that pick on Toast will be rough. They're meeting back up, looks for an A push. They do hear the rusher from Cayman, who's traded, but that kill on drop will be huge, bringing it to a 4v3 in favor of the CTs. This will make it difficult for the T's to get any movement, but they are regrouping for a mid hit here. We see a CT waiting in connector, but not going to take any aggressive peeks there.
Be interesting.
Looks like there is something coming up.
To see where they want to go. Looks like they're kind of doing a 2A, 2B split for the CTs, so depending on if they can get a pick here in mid, that'll be huge.
Poutine should have seen the head, and he does. He is able to get towed there. Let's see what kind of presence they can take. Abandoning the mid push to sort of a fake and trying to take apps.
UK is ready for all of this, though. Let's see. He could be huge here in this position.
Von Neal needs to clear, but he's going to take the aggressive fight, UK, and is traded out again.
He gets one.
Still, so trading 1-for-1 works here for the CTs.
He should be able to get a bomb plant here, and he does, but let's see how well they can hold the outer plant.
Does see sock window, and we'll call it out for Prodigy Toast, who's watching and ready for that door peek. Doesn't get the head tap on it. Salt trades out, gets Poutine, and Sock refrags on Prodigy.
Yeah, that was a big whiff there, missing the shot coming up market.
Yeah, that's definitely...
We are going to have a quick technical pause here. We'll be jumping back to the action as soon as it's ready, and you get our lovely faces.
Yeah, like I was saying, though, missing that shot out of the door, he needed to catch that one early there to help stave off the reaggress for the retake.
Yeah, that's definitely a round you want back. You know, you had one of the players playing on Cat. I don't know if he saw that first player mark it or not. If he did, you know, it wasn't really planted in a position where that Cat guy could kind of lurk out back a little bit further away from sight and take the peek if he needs. And then he missed the shot market. So, of course, that lost the round for the totem pole, right? They're on T side.
Yeah, so losing the first gun round there, that's going to be kind of a big dent to them. They're going to have to save again and then try to have at it again after that. So they're probably going to be dropping the next round. That's a 4-0 start assumed then. And that's
so actually with that, with an 0-4 start, there was regular pistol buy, save on second round, full buy on third round. They're up to a 4 loss bonus. We could see an AK force here out of the T's.
They could opt to go that route too. They could just do a light buy though, because if they're on full loss, you might just do like a half buy. But if they full send it with AK armor, they're not going to have the util that they're going to need to make some certain plays that they're probably going to need to get into it. I would opt for a 2K buy.
I do think that a 2K buy is probably the better choice, right? So you're thinking some SMGs, armor, you'll get some 1 or 2 bits of util out of that. It won't be great, but it'll be enough to try to get, 2 kills and a bomb plant out of a 2K buy?
I think that's about all you can hope for if you opt that route, for sure. Also, if you click the link here, you can vote for who you think is going to win this match. So, yeah, go ahead and do that.
If it's confusing, the little green thing on the left is an adorable frog, and on the right is this Savannah lion
looks like
tiger
got
thing.
An early 3-0 lead. Oh, there's the frog supporters. All right, yeah, we like to see them keeping it close. Definitely got some faith in the totem pole.
Yeah, if we look at the games from the semifinals, the totem poles won Mirage 13-4. It was the decider map of that semifinal series, but you know, even though it's been a slow start, you can't count them out just quite yet. You know, as we were talking before, they're starting on T side. Takes a couple rounds to get things going. You know, maybe nerves kind of built up. The fact that this is the finals, and you know, it might take a couple rounds for people to find their footing.
Definitely, yeah. Starting T side can be tough. You would want to start CT side if you could, and then you can just rack up the wins and cruise through on T side. But yeah, you gotta fight it out on T. Grab as many of those rounds as you can so you can make it close. But I do want to just point out, I think on the semifinals they took it. What was it, double overtime? So it wasn't a stomp for them. They had to work for that one.
Mm-hmm.
in
So we're seeing the map picks right here. We got Mirage, which was
That's Frog's map pick.
Frog's pick, which
pick.
would be expected based on their win in the semifinals. I think they even played it in the quarters. No, they did not play it in the quarters, but they're strong on it. And then SAV picking Vertigo is not really a question at all. They are super strong on Vertigo. Easy map pick for them, but definitely a good choice from Frog, seeing that they took Ancient off the table first. Both strong maps by SAV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, going back to the semis, SAV did win on Vertigo, and they both won on Inferno. So if this ends up going to this third map pick, it'll be interesting to see which way the decider goes.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys have any thoughts going into or in the
This-
first game who might take it?
This whole finals should, in theory, be pretty close. These teams are a fairly even matchup for each other, even though I know Frog came in as the 7th seed, but that's mostly just because they dropped a few games right at the end. But I mean, I think rightfully they may have been 3rd, 4th, so a matchup between number 1 and, say, 3rd, 4th, like, that's, in theory, should go the distance, yeah. But for the first pick, I think Frog may have what it takes to hold out here and grab a win, even if they need to drag it into an OT. They just need to grab as many T rounds as they can and then have a nice CT side. And they either winning it outright or they could force overtime.
So every map is important, but even more so when it's your pick and as strong as your opponent is on their map pick. So to the totem pole Titans really need this map to definitely come back and be close, right? They need confidence leaving this map either in a win or in that close loss.
Definitely. I think
to bring that together on Vertigo.
Starting out 1-0 is going to be huge for the mental, especially going into SAV's pick. You definitely don't want it to be in a position where you need to win their pick. So they would love to catch this first W here.
Good and bad, Frog has gone all 3 rounds in all 3 maps in both of their games. So they are tested and they are mentally tough. We are back for the 4th round. It's like a solid A main push, and we do see this full AK buy. This is a full investment on them, most with util, except for Poutine, who's got none.
Yeah.
Full armor, including helmets on everyone. And CTs have a dominant rifle position here. Looks like the T's are taking it slow into A main, waiting out this initial smoke. Now throwing their execute util onto site. CTs are responding in kind. Salt gets that early kill on Poutine, drop gets into sock, pushing onto misses the jump, lands sandwich. He'll have been heard, but maybe not on all of the util. Bomb is going down nice and quick by drop. Getting into post plants will be important for the T's, getting some util back out, although O'Neal might not be checking. This Opera player here doesn't see Cayman as the smoke clears. Salt is dropped by Toast, I think from Sandwich, who's then traded out by UK Cats. UK Cats traded out by Prodigy. Toad gets to drop under, but it's a 1v1 for Prodigy, Toast, and Toad. With the bomb defusal going on, Prodigy Toast is going to have to rush. The smoke goes down in the spray. Does get him, and that is the end of the round. That was a little anticlimactic on that sound, but the flash distracted me.
That was a very chaotic round. Like we said, if they did opt to go into the full AK buy, they were a little bit light on util, but it just didn't matter. They sent 5 out ramp. They waited out some of the initial util, and they managed to get the bomb down and held their post plants. Got lots of nice trades, and they...
The bomb was diffused before the spray could go down. I just see that now.
I see that. Yeah, okay, I see.
Wow.
It looked like it was close, like he had him, but he missed it just by a millisecond. But the round overall played out almost how he would have wanted it to, except for that slight timing there.
Toast is traded out early in this round, but we are seeing most of an investment again by the T's, and the CT's even dropping all 5 with that win, still seeing full rifles across the board. 4 out of 5 kits. I think Toad is still holding over. Oh no, he would have bought head armor this round.
Yeah,
so a bit of a strange investment, but maybe gambling on whether or not we're going to have AKs across the board. Admittedly, we do have
what you expect. They got the bomb down and they wiped each other basically. So lots of money to go around on both sides. Definitely another duking it out full round here, but losing Toast early again is going to be possibly detrimental. 4v5 after 10 or 15 seconds is not what you want to see.
But a good pick by Prodigy, just holding that jump up area, able to get the kill on Cat, and then Sock just knows he's there, hears the call out, and drops him standing at underpass stairs.
That was a bit of a strange one. Prodigy saw the flash and just stared right into it.
Toad winning that fight. Peeker's advantage possibly, a sub-tick just when those bullets start firing.
Toad's going huge from this window position here, getting 2 theirs.
Making a new aggression out onto B, 2, trying to fight off the 1B anchor. UK Cats, they don't clear him, and UK Cats gets a solid double. Both players not looking, and just caught wanting, trying to get onto that site and get a bomb plant. That is going to be a difficult round to come back.
What they were clearing for, it looks like they were both staring towards site, but usually I think you want to try to clear Van, you want to definitely clear bench, but they weren't ready for him all the way back in jail, and he just goes huge, gets the double with 10 seconds left. If they dropped him there, they had a shot at fending off the rest of the retake, but did not go their way.
Yeah, and they lined up perfectly for him, just enough for him to get the spray off, get both kills, and end the round just like that. And then all of a sudden, they're down 5-0.
Yeah, now we got
their first tactical timeout.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice. Once you go down 5-0 like that, you need to get your head straight. Even if you're on an eco here, just get everybody on the same page, try to reset the mental, and see about getting the rest of these rounds.
This ADR is interesting. We have 2 players on both teams over 100, and the supporting cast on SAV right now all around that 50 ADR mark, but the supporting members of Frog are all in the 20s. That'll definitely show that shows in the difference here. Your teammates contributing for a kill and a half versus not even a kill. This fast B rush out is going to trade out both B players. These T's now have rifles and a 2v3 holding bomb site. Here are our old retakes. A quick kill for the CTs, but they don't know where drop is, and he's circling around in the smoke, waiting to hear maybe that bomb tick, looking to get into market, but he'll jump and miss.
He made a noise.
Giving away.
And he pays for it.
Yep.
That was almost really good. He thought he could slip by in the smoke there, but he flubbed the jump and just made a noise. If he got through and was able to plant on A, that would have at least been the bomb plant they were looking for in an eco round like that, but that's unfortunate.
Getting a full buy here from Frog, from the terrorists. 1 op, 4 AKs, full util. This is a true full buy, no questions about it, and we'll see how these 2 teams meet. Drop looking for some early aggression. A main will get mollied and smoked out. No info for him there other than the 2 bits of util. Toast getting that initial pick on Salt. Looked like he picked him at top con. That'll be huge for Frog entering into this round. UK Cats, we see anchoring B site. Toast taking an aggressive line up mid, gambling through these smokes that he's not going to get caught out. There is a CT in that smoke on Cat. Toast is waiting for him, though. He's holding that classic angle. Now he hears the util. Doesn't get the kill through the box. Probably hit. No, did not hit box or wall. Just missed the shot. That nade won't connect. And he's still alive, holding his position. Drop trying to clear onto A, but he's still stuffed out by another smoke.
Yeah, I just want to say, getting the initial pick onto the opper is pretty huge. The CT's not having an op will definitely increase their chances of winning this round. He can't hold all the control in mid and just those long angles that you have to push into. So
2 team players come to pass, and Toad was starting to look window. If he had taken that aggression, he might have seen both of them down there, but he doesn't. I don't think he's going to hear this boost either. He's just waiting. Yeah, he does not hear it, dancing back and forth. It's T boost. Prodigy Toast will get the kill. That's another pick, a 5v3. The terrorists are in control, but there's only 25 seconds left in the round. They swing Cayman, and Drop gets the kill on the head. This should be a bomb plan A with 20 seconds left and full control of site. The CTs are both on B. We see UK Cats all the way up into TV room, but Sock's still back just into the edge of apartments.
Yeah, I think
it does not look like UK is going to take it.
UK is probably calling a save here. They need to hold on to these rifles. They should be able to make some kind of a buy coming into the next round as long as they're able to save here. Yeah, you definitely don't want to go for the 2v5 retake.
Exactly.
that
They
was
could definitely drop one of those rifles to one of their teammates, especially if they're trying to get an op back into the hands of Salt Brokey after he went down this round.
Yeah, it looks like Toad's got 8k, Sock's on 5,500. They're definitely going to be able to make a buy of this, but they do need to hold on to the rifles. Doesn't even look like terrorists are hunting, so this should just go off without a hitch.
terrorists shouldn't hunt this with how low the money is.
Some of them almost died. The bomb radius and maybe not ready for that. Taking that classic save spot in CT, it hurts a lot more than it used to.
CS2 has changed a lot of things that make us hurt.
Rip my spray control.
Rip all of our spray control. Oh, sorry, I didn't have any spray control. So, yeah, the rest of you good players.
Yeah, and as you can see, it looks like they're getting that buyout expected, and they do get the op back. Looks like UK is holding on to it. Let's see if he's going for an early pick based on a spawn or something.
Drop gets the kill onto Sock. He's taking that early aggression at A main steps, and it wasn't leading to much in previous rounds, but this one, he does get that AK1 tap onto Sock, who was trying to cross A site to Khan.
I want to say that's a little interesting, taking the rifle A ramp early. Usually that's an opera that goes for that pick, but Drop just has the aim to hit that, and that is massive. Good entry there.
Drop definitely has been spoken about this season as a strong rifler looking to lead his team to a finals.
Yeah,
and he's done it here.
He went #1 overall, and Frog definitely saying they wanted him for this reason, so...
T's have interesting control right here, with Toast all the way up into Sniper's Nest, and then 4 T players are going to rush out onto B site, but a little slow on the rush because of the molly that drops down, but Von Neal will get the bomb plant. UK Cat's getting aggressive out here, does get the kill on Drop up at stairs. Poutine goes for the spray, doesn't get it. UK is able to trade him out. Cayman gets Prodigy. Von Neal now left on site alone. But Toast will come around with the off shots into market, but misses. Salt Brokey gets the kill on Von Neal. Toast able to trade out the diffuser. They're not defending him in mark from apps, but Toast is unable to get the second kill. And this will be a good defusal for Cayman and SAV.
That got a little chaotic there. The T's definitely had the free site. They did throw the molly as expected. Clearing out that van position's kind of hard, so they got on site, got the bomb down, but once they did that, they looked a little lost. Didn't know quite where they were coming from or how to get the trades, and they just lost too many bodies. They weren't in strong post-plant positions. They were kind of out in the open there at the start of the retake.
We're seeing another default out of Frog. Let's see how they apply this. Looks like they're not... No, they are going to fight for some control. Prodigy Toast was just a little late to that, and is going to get instantly traded by Toad. Instantly dropped by Toad, I should say. Not
drop.
Yeah. And now the terrorists are going to play this 4v5 game that have not been strong in this map.
That's a lot of CT opening picks this game.
Cayman is up on that platform outside Palace. We'll see if he gets aggressive here or if Toast checks for him. Unless they just wait out in a stalemate. But coming around back does look like Drop. But Drop doesn't see Cayman because he's tucked in too close. But if Cayman moves, this is going to be interesting because there is that crossfire.
Yeah,
this is Drop.
In a good spot, but it would have to be the ramp player probably that clears him out. It's so hard to come out of Palace and clear that. You got so many other spots.
Drop hears the nade. He's watching for him to come down. Doesn't get the head tap on the spray. Re-peek by Cayman, and Cayman wins. That is huge. Sock with a kill on to Toast. Possibly distracted by the balcony player. And now Poutine and Von Neal are left kind of spread out. Nope, they're back together again. Von Neal's here. And they're trying to decide what to do.
Only 2 left for the T's. They gotta tuck tail and run. They might think about saving here. Oh,
Von Neal gets a pick onto Cayman.
They go back
around balcony. Sock does get the trade. Does get the kill. Poutine frags back. Sees he stairs. Isn't ready, but does get the transfer onto Sock. Is going to rush this plant, and coming up behind him should be Salt. Doesn't get the kill. The bomb does go down, but then Salt Brokey is able to finish the kill with the USP.
It's interesting. Him getting the bomb down there is actually pretty massive. Not expected. They got some good entries and trades on the re-aggress on the site, and then Salt there just looks like he legged him during the plant. So
yeah, because not only that, it was a little 2v4.
Tough, but, I mean, at the end of the day, CTs win the round. It's 8-1, so they get the money, but they need to get some round wins here. Yeah, sorry, go back to your point,
Yeah,
Tilly.
it was a 2v4, so definitely, like we were saying, a risky move to take it, but they were able to get the bomb down, which is massive for the eco, and they did take 2 guns out of the CT's hands, which just hurts the Servals just a little bit, even though they still have plenty enough money to buy everyone. And we
Yeah,
see 4 rifles on each side and an op on each side as well.
yeah, CTs aren't banking extra money off of that, but they still can afford a full buy here.
They are low on money to be noted here, whereas the T's look like they're in a slightly better monetary position, more in an overall sense.
Tries to drop the nade and it fails. A little bit of a
We are
error there
seeing
on the setup.
Prodigy Toast all the way down bottom mid. Looks like he's just applying a little bit of spray to the cat player. I don't think he saw him.
He's just trying to cause a little bit of a distraction as they get set up for A.
He
Draw
is.
some
He takes
eyes over here. Yeah.
takes a little bit of damage. Cayman doesn't rotate out, which is probably
Looks
for
like we
the
had a kill
best.
go down.
Salt.
Salt, yeah.
Then Salt does burn a little bit, but he is swinging for Prodigy Toast. Poutine does get the kill, probably jumping up onto stairs.
Like
Does he
CTs
clear
are having
the
trouble flushing
jungle
Prodigy
player?
out of the bottom window position.
Oh, Toast is taking damage. Saltbroki missed the shot against Poutine. Poutine's gonna rush him, but he hits the no-scope, Saltbroki does. Prodigy Toast does get UK Cats on the head tap, a 3v3, but the T's have slightly better positioning now. Prodigy Toast still has mid control, but the double from Cayman looks like it might secure this round. Prodigy Toast cannot clear everything. The bomb is used, and Toad will take him from the cap position.
I don't believe they planted that round, but yeah, that was crazy. Salt Brokey, known for those nose scopes, and he hits another one right there. That was crucial.
Yeah, not
Bomb
only
was
that, that
planted
was
there.
the last shot in the clip. So he really went for the Hail Mary there. And, lucky for him, he was able to connect.
He's good for it when it counts. And yeah, 9-1 now. Frog is not looking so good on this T side.
I don't know how the results went of the poll of whether or not Frog could pull this halfback, but it looks like we're going to favor the no on that one. And it looks like
Definitely
we're finally
for the
getting
half.
an aggressive T push out, or an aggressive A push out of Frog. And looks like they have full site control. They have their smokes down. This is your classic exec util. Vaughniel gets the bomb down, is going to try to hold for CT. Eamon does get some damage onto the balcony player. 2 terrorists are ready at CT, but they're both going to get dropped. Saltbroki gets a frag onto that. 2 through the smoke. Sock will trade out. Will get Poutine up in Palace. Prodigy Toast getting 1. Can't find the second. And this will be an 11th round of this map done. SAV with 10 of those rounds. The dominant performance so far.
Yeah, just want to point out once again, just like that previous B round, it looked like their post plants are just not there. They had 3 after the bomb goes down, 3 kind of standing near triple out in the middle of the open. Did have 1 down ramp, so he was in a good spot, and looked like maybe 1 was Palace, but the other 3, they were just getting spammed through smokes, and they drop really quickly before they even have a chance to hold off the retake.
Bomb left in T-spawn as the terrorists spread out on this one. Looks like 1 Palace. 1 top mid will get dropped by Saltbroki. And that is another tough entry. Saltbroki gets lit up, but Toad is the one getting the kill onto Prodigy Toast. Poutine slowed down on any B aggression. They know he's here, but not going to get any real damage out of there. Just going to hold him from pushing in. Poutine does take some damage on that last exchange.
Just want to say really quick, that kill in mid was a little unfortunate because looks like he peeked right before the window smoke popped, and he paid for it right there.
The CTs are able to force the terrorists down to underpass. Vaughniel actually team kills Poutine to get the spray down on Cayman, and Vaughniel in a 1v3 sees the cat player, is going to try to make it up to top con, makes it out onto site jungle, as the smoke to try to safely get onto A site does. He's going to try to get this bomb plant down, does not know that Sock is sitting Firebox, who should swing him, get him down. In this case, the bomb plant does not matter, as last round of the half, and Sock will secure an 11-1 first half of the first map of this finals for SAV.
Yeah, that's a dominant CT half there. I mean, I don't want to jump the gun, but it almost is just done here. How do you come back from that, right? Like, What do you think, Tilly? What do they need to do here on their CT side to get back into this?
Yeah, they definitely got to work together. They got to play off each other. As you were talking about, in the post plants is really where we saw the Tadpole Titans struggle. Like, they were getting the bomb down. I think the last 5 rounds, they were all lost because the bomb was defused. So it's not that they're not able to get these entries, take control. It's just once they have control, they don't seem to know what to do with it.
Yeah,
Looks like the terrorists are stacking into Palace 3. One mid for a distraction. Looks to be Cayman. And Toad looks like he's going to throw maybe some interesting exec util to get onto site. Looks like a smoke to drop down and get a quick plant by Salt Brokey. And the terrorists just now start planting the bomb after a couple kills have gone out. Some damage by Drop. Von Neal does
that's unfortunate.
die.
He gets caught reloading.
Yep. Poutine seen coming upstairs by the firebox player. Drop gets the kill. Drop gets a good double.
Okay,
with UK
there we
Cats
go.
left and Poutine comes in. And I would say, to answer your question earlier, Gear, the way to get back into this map is to win pistol round.
That's
Everything's
right.
gotta
It all
start-
starts with pistol.
All starts with pistol, one round at a time, whichever expression you want to use. But that is huge. A double by Poutine and a triple by Drop gives them plenty of money. Even if they really felt frisky, a second round off. But I doubt we're going to see anything like that. It probably doesn't give them the best advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even if you
that's
have
a
the
big
money, I don't think
commitment.
I'm the biggest fan of going for that. It's just not. It's way too big of an advantage if you lose it.
We have another poll up here. Does Frog make a comeback? Opium for yes, and Sav is too strong for 2. And it looks like we already have an initial vote for Sav is too strong, and that is definitely the way this map has been looking so far. But as a CT-sided map, we'll see how this goes. Prodigy Toast taking that early look top mid to see if anything happens. Toast caught early. Prodigy Toast swings, gets a bunch of damage, but UK Cats pulls that kill out. Poutine waiting here. Will they clear him? They don't clear him. He's only good for 1, though. Von Neal does get a second kill, but Sock makes the entry onto B site. Good. Von Neal not looking for Toad to be in jungle and pays with his life. This is going to be a tough round for Frog to come back on. Frog can't even get the spray down on Toad through Murder Hole. And that will put us on game point.
Oh yeah, that's a very unfortunate. They're losing
raffles.
losing the force back after you win pistol is definitely. I mean, that's not only mentally taxing and heartbreaking, but it obviously is another round in the Servals column. So they've only got one more shot here to fend them off.
With our 13th respondent, we do see that finally some Frog faithful have showed up to say yes, Frog will come back on this. Toad with an initial pick on Drop will put a damper on that. Toast looking to peek Nest, maybe get some information, but none of the T's are mid. Even throwing a super late smoke, looking to try to smoke out Nest, and it will look like it's going to land. The T's just have everything going for them right now, and Frog really has to pull something magical out here with these 5-7s and one, as you'd call it, hero MP9 trying to hold sight. And we get some aggression from the T's, and they will get a double. The Molly will drop 1, Toad will drop the second. Poutine dropped by UK Cats, and this 1v5 from Toast gets 1 pick mid. There is still life in this. The bomb just goes down, but that is 40 seconds for him to get these kills and get this ninja off to save the round. Save the
It
map.
would have to be some kind of hero play here by Toast. 1v4. Yeah, that's a tough situation.
And they know where
13-2,
he
but
is, too.
dominating victory by Sav here on Mirage, which is Frog's pick. That's a tough start for them.
So, Gear, as an IGL, if you're the IGL of Tadpole Titans right now, what are you saying to your team to get them ramped up for this second game? You just lost on your map pick. You're going down like 0-1, like 0-1. It wasn't really close. How can they try and turn it around?
Yeah, as much as that burns to lose your own map pick, I think you really have to do your best to just put it in the rear view. Just say, that game's done, it's over, it happened, we got 2 more, let's get these next ones, because you can't dwell on it. You gotta look ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. And definitely, if you're the Servals there, you have a lot of energy going into that second map. and you know that it's going to be a map that you're comfortable on. So
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just taking a quick look here before we take a step back and take a little bit of time before this second map. And I don't actually think that I've seen Frog play on Vertigo at all this season. So really got to hope that they took some videotape, for the old days, a demo review from SAV and watch some of their Vertigo gameplay because they're really going to need it coming into here. And let's have one quick last comment before we take a break.
Yeah, it could have been something they've been prepping in their back pocket, maybe scrimming some teams on it. And I mean, hopefully they knew how the pick ban was going to go, so they should be at least prepared for it in some fashion.
yeah, okay. So final thoughts going into map 2. Who do you guys think is going to take it? Do we think the Toads or Servs? Lo, let's start with you. What do you think?
Based on that first map performance, I have to assume that SAV did their demo reviews and knew how Frog was going to play. I'm going to say, as strong as SAV is, I think Frog really has some good riflers. And if they've done their demo review, and I'm going to assume that they have, Prodigy Toast is a great IGL. He'll coordinate that with his team and get them prepped until their fingers bleed. I think Frog takes this in that unexpected losing your map pick for both teams.
Here, how about you?
I mean, as much as we hope Frog takes it and makes it close, I still think Sav might edge this one out. They're a very strong team on Vertigo. We played them, and they've definitely got it on lock. They know how to play that map and work around it. So I think they've got the energy coming in. They have everything they need to win it. It's their pick. So I'm giving this one to Sav.
Yeah, I agree. I think, it's their map pick. They've shown strong performance in the semis on Vertigo. And who knows, maybe Toad will pull something out of the bag and throw us all for a loop. And Lo will be right.
Well, we'll have to see. Yeah.
As much as I'd love that, we're going to take a quick break before Map 2 starts, which will be Sav's pick against FRG in the finals of Recruit Season 12, with Sav up 1-0. So we'll be right back.
Because instead the USPs that get fought, I feel like these pistols aren't going to stand too much of a chance.
To be fair, that round was his AP running into a stack nonstop, but this round, Raging Rigatoni.
Oh my god, that's such a shot from Stukers. What in God's name is that?
Been playing some Y-Prac here, doing some pre-fires.
Holy, that was not a pre-fire, that was a flick, just straight 45-degree angle. Fonda finds a trade. Or excuse me, Fonda finds an additional. Oh, they walk by Dusty. They walk right by him. Ancor takes down RPT, and he doesn't miss the shot. They have no idea where he's at. Scalpel will find him, and he falls off the map.
Okay,
rather
never mind.
Gracefully. UPS take the round, but Dusty, that was a gorgeous shot and a gorgeous place. They walked right by him. That is unbelievable.
Scalpel's like, wait a second. If our player died side hall, and I can see into side hall, then he must be from the other direction. Oh, he's up there. And then they run around.
I did just if I was the guy that got killed, I just look at which way my body falls, and I'm like, oh, he's Dexter, and he was like above Dexter there, but it would have been a close enough call that he'd been able to see him.
Sukers is the best fighting IGL in CSCs. Tell Kigu to sit down. I agree, Dewey fan.
That is a strong claim. Yep. That's a very strong claim. We'll see how it goes.
Does Kigu give Fred? Okay, anyways.
Now we're moving on. Zam here to take mid control. Fonda to support. Stukers is going back to get the bomb. Speaking of the devil, and he shall appear. Zam still clearing out mid.
I like the clear idea that they have here in this round. They've got some players working mid, bombs coming back towards A. The space on A ramp means that they're going to be able to hit into A, and either they activate mid first and they're going to draw attention away, or they activate A first and mid becomes a very potent lurk with two players. As now they're just creeping out. There's the contact, and they're going to just feel pressured from both sides now. Keel haulers, gotta be nervous. The Truby relieves the pressure with a frag on the FAMAS. Thinks about going for even more, but decides to back up.
Do they know about the second?
Decides to take a timing all the way down.
Oh, but he made the noise.
Steps, and so he gets pulled away. You could have done that silently, but instead a mistake means the Raging Rigatoni may give away their lead. Because Scalpel and Stokers still have something to say. Frag grabbed, Bomb down, and now they back up to play these post plants, but there's Laws coming up on the flank.
Big flank does not matter. Dusty, he will take them both down. Quick double kill to tie things back up. AP secure the tie at 9, and this one looks ever and ever much like it's going to overtime. We got to bring up the big word eventually, and I think now's a good time. Do you think we'll see overtime in this game based on what we've seen so far?
I think someone's economy's getting broken. I think we're going 13-11 here. That's my prediction.
We'll have to see.
I want to see overtime.
And we're back. We're just waiting for the last of the players to connect in and have map 2 of the finals of Season 12 Recruit on Vertigo between the Savannah Servals and the Totem Pole Tadpole Titans.
I think both of these
going to be
teams...
a tough one here. Sorry, yeah, going to be a tough one here for FRG to come into this after getting 13-2'd on their own map pick, but we'll see if they've got the fortitude to pull this one out.
They might not have the fortitude, but they've got the frogitude. Yeah, I'll be here until the end of the season when they ask me to stop casting after that. But I have tonight to say what I want.
It is
I get randomly disconnected. My producer has said he's about to give me the hook and yank me off screen. But until the map starts, you get our lovely faces. So,
yeah,
we talked a little bit about...
I was going to say that Toad is on SAV. Of all teams, of all players, you have a player named Toad who is not on the Totem Pole Tadpole Titans, which I really think they should look at shortening that name a little bit. And yeah, of course.
Well, it's looking like they made a mistake here, but we'll see. Maybe they're getting the revenge for the being ignored by the frogs.
Absolutely. So we're looking at chat. I see Homer. They want some pew-pews for those of you who are watching the semifinals on this A stream. There were a couple pew-pews just filling in for the sounds of the guns. I know we're having audio issues at the beginning of that first game, so maybe we'll throw something in there.
We did manage to get everything figured out. I think it was like 4 or 5 rounds in. And we have a nice chat. We have a nice poll up right now just for who's going to take this map, which, if SAV does, would be the end. And we are into the first round with Tadpole Titans starting on the CT side and the Servals starting on T. And they look like they are taking some early aggression to ramp. They're going to wait this smoke out. Von Neil's going to look for some information. A little aggressive peek here, but on pistol, you have a good shot at getting some information and even dropping a kill and still making it out alive. Sav does slow down here and sort of spread out, taking a little bit more space. I don't look like they're going to take any aggression with that smoke. But Von Neil will see one leaving. Probably calls us on the rotate. Poutine gets some contact at bottom ramp. UK Cats will rush up. No kills right now, just trading some blows back and forth. Not a lot of damage. Poutine will fall all the way back onto site. Terrorists are rushed up. Sock with the initial kill on Toast. Poutine will reload, hiding behind Jenny. The Molly will prevent Toad from planting for the moment, but now we'll get it. Poutine probably trying to survive. Just wait for his teammates to wrap in behind what it looks like. Poutine just getting some shots out, being a nuisance, but Sav is not dropping any kills. Toad gets another one on Prodigy Toast. Poutine trades back for Toad. Poutine pushing up again. Another kill from Drop this time. Sock getting Poutine. Neil trading Cayman down to a 2v2. Neither are on the bomb. They're going to have to get these kills fast. The defuse has been started. Von Neil's going to trade out, but he's hiding. If Drop gets... Von Neil gets the kill on Salt. Drop still alive. Drop dies, and Von Neil unable to get that kill in time.
Oh, yeah.
And gonna jump off the map.
That's just unfortunate there. It looks like he just missed the timing on the last kill by about a second or so. But yeah, I mean, that was a pretty strong pistol start for both sides. They wiped each other, got the bomb down pretty quick, but the retake was strong. Lots of trades coming in, but in the end, it does go Sav's way. So we'll see if they CTs opt into the force or if they just catch a save. Yeah, this looks like they're catching a save so they can have a strong third round bye.
Yeah, we're seeing a very classic second round buy here. SMGs across the board, good amount of util.
Looks like they're going fast, and they might catch Sav waiting here, bottom B. Let's see how this goes. They're rushing up mid currently. They should be on site very quickly as soon as the bomb goes down. This will be an interesting clash here.
We get a fast plant out of Sav, and all of Frog is behind, but they are caught out by that molly and going to be unable to wrap it behind.
So they opted to go down bottom B instead of through mid over jump up. They would have had the free sight onto B.
Sock is there for one. Here's the two coming in through stairs. Doesn't look like he's going to get the kill, and is dropped. That's a traded one out. But Toad and Cayman get Von Neal and Toast with drop and Poutine. Poutine looks like he's trying to wrap around to that jump up area, maybe waiting frag. Poutine does actually have a Mac 10 on him. He is going to get some contact on Saltbrokey, but Saltbrokey does get the kill. Let's see if Sav can survive with all three. Looks like they are getting away soon enough. Drop is able to grab the Mac 10, probably from Socket bottom stairs, so getting to this next round will save them some money on this third round. Should be a full. I don't know if that Mac 10 is worth it then, holding into...
Yeah, I think if you're going to go into the full buy, you want the best chance you can. I wouldn't save the money, yeah, but it looks like Drop's going to hold on to it. Let's see how this goes for them.
Holding over 2K could result in an next round, depending on how this goes, if they save with 2 or 3.
That could be the play that they're going for here. Let's see how that works out for them, though. It looks like an early peek down ramp with a flash from Toast.
So far, no real contact. T's are trying to spread. CTs are trying to poke for some information. Poutine should get does know that there is now at least one bottom stairs at B.
Looks like an early pick from Sock onto Von Neal, so CT's down by 1 early here.
Poutine is trying to hold white box, giving the T's no information about what's on B. If he drops this smoke, he'll get out safe, but it'll let them know that they're here. Looks like he's going to hold it, though, and not drop it just yet. Smoke does come from mid for the T's, blocking off left side Jenny from the CT perspective. Poutine laying some util out right now, maybe throwing this flash, trying to get a swing peek on this. And Poutine is going to be weighted. The smoke does come down, so he is alive. He swings out into it, gets one, but can't get the second onto UK Cats. Those Mac 10s might not be perfect, but they are going to get kills. Toad gets a drop. Prodigy Toast does get one, but can't get the second. And I believe that was even 4 kills by Mac 10s and 1 by an AK there. So that is even more money that the T's are going to have coming into this fourth round. And Sav off to another great start.
Yeah, something I want to point out here, we played Sav on Vertigo, and the way they play, their style, they do this slow default early where they just get little bits of information, maybe grab a pick, and then they kind of set up for an execute late into the round, and that's looking to be exactly what they just did there. Let's see if they can formulate a response to this. I don't know. Maybe they did watch the film. Maybe they were ready for this. We'll have to see how Tadpole Titans responds to this playstyle.
Poutine is at bottom stairs. I don't think UK Cats know. These are going to walk out. They take a quick peek, but not long enough. Poutine able to drop one. That is an expensive 5-7 kill right there. Drop 2,700.
Definitely a good pick there by the Pistols. That's all they're looking for. It's going to be tough to snag a win, especially when they're not grouped up for trade. So they're just looking to pick off a few here and there, but we'll see how many they can actually grab with these 5-7s.
We're having a little bit of technical difficulties here, but you got that nice full-screen view of our caster Tilly here. Always good to see that smile.
I know. Thanks, everyone. I'm here all night, just with Low. You know, got to give him a pretty face to look at, even if the game is if the game's a little slow. You know, you can just always cut to me.
Yeah, we'll get back to the action as soon as we can figure out quite what's going on. That pistol round will be interesting to see how many kills Frog is able to get out of it, right? Because all of that is not free money, but if you look at it in the perspective of costing the T's, if you can get 3 kills, right? If you can get them lower where they're not free trading out all of those primaries, you're really hurting the economy even while they're still... Even if you're winning, but if you're winning every round with 2 or 1 alive, you're really costing everything, and you're not getting enough. You don't get enough on those wins to have AK armor util, so you're really looking to hold over those primaries.
Definitely. Saving 3 alive, you're starting to bank some extra money. So yeah, if they can bring it down to where they only save 1 or 2, they'll have to constantly rebuy. They won't be able to save up the bankroll.
And we get to come back at the end of this round And actually, that is one alive for Frog. They were able to clutch that save out with an AK. The defuse is going down. It looks like he's got enough time, and he does. That is an important round. That is an impressive round.
Definitely.
Toast clutching it out. The better TOA player on that round.
Definitely a good save, strong save out of them.
Yeah, and that is an AK. This will be a full buy with an AWP. Rifles across the board. Full util for the CTs. Even head armor on a number of players.
Yeah, would have loved to seen how that one went down. They were kind of split up across the map, so they weren't all just deathballing, but they definitely managed to sneak a few picks, and then it came down to the 1v1 that Toast was able to win there the last little bit we caught on screen.
Having an AK will let you do that.
Definitely.
Looks like there is some aggression coming out of the CTs. UK Cats up mid ladder. No one up here, but I'm seeing a lot of action out of Von Neal and Drop right now. They're dancing around at A, getting this look ramp. There is what looks like one T player underneath, maybe Sock backing up deep ramp and going across along with Cayman.
So this is an interesting setup. They're kind of seated close mid. They do have the second B player now on jump up, but looks like Prodigy was holding from elevator for mid, so now they do have two watching mid. Let's see how this unfolds here. What utilities are going to throw to try to get him out of here.
Looks like Poutine is holding for a boost. You know, with no action, you could expect to see two players mid here. He's not going to be there for the swing out, but this is kind of denying information both ways. We'll drop a smoke, so they should know that he's jump up. We'll see how they approach this. There's also a CT at elevator. Prodigy Toast getting some heavy damage from UK Cats, but neither getting the trade. Poutine taking very little damage off that nade.
See,
looks like everybody's just probing. The CT op here, ready for a stair push. This util's going to make it difficult, but he swings out. Toad gets the kill. Cayman gets the kill. The op misses all of its shots. Von Neal taking a lot of damage. Traded from Toad, who's on jump up, and that, with Drop dying to UK Cats on the flank, will end whatever momentum Frog may have had heading into that round and the timeout.
See, I just want to point out there, like I was saying earlier, this is the style that SAV plays, where they play that slow default. You see them trading damage in mid, throwing some util, making presence, and then just late, they group up, they hit B hard and fast, and they come out with the opening picks, and it left Frog in a little bit of a dizzy state. They didn't know what to do, and they just got wiped there.
Yeah, they're missing the op shots, which are critical when you see a bunch of Ts to at least get one off. But he misses the first two shots and then turns around because he knows that someone's going to push him from mid. All of a sudden, they're pinched, they're all going down, and then Sav's able to win that round.
Yeah, SAV has definitely practiced Vertigo. They are very coordinated on the execute. You see all the util they have coming in. They know who's throwing what, and it's perfectly landing. They're getting all the flash assists. They're mollying out the key positions, and their B take is solid.
Frog does look to be gamble stacking B, but not taking any aggression. Looks like they're just trying to hide, almost play rat angles with Drop holding a scout at a ramp, trying to get whatever information they can. They right now know that Sav is either playing super deep or about to have a mid take, and we do see one CT player, Von Neal, prep for that presence, but Toast and the other Frog members are just holding and waiting on B, expecting Sav to just rush out onto side and maybe not clear some angles, get a few picks, trade out a primary.
Yeah, if you're Toad, you want to be making some adjustments. Right now, you're on a full save. Well, I guess you have one scout trying to maybe get a pick mid, but if you know Sav's gonna wait,
Drop gets some damage coming out here, but Cayman is able to finish him off before the second scout shot can land. That is an entry, and that is A alone. That is A for free, I should say, for Sav. And they're just figuring that out now, and now Frog has to abandon this B hole that they were on. Toad with one, Toad with a second, Sav getting the plant down with just Toast remaining. His best shot would be if Cayman pokes his head out. He's got the least amount and would be the easiest to take down right now. That's probably the best Toast can hope for.
Yeah, those two kills from Toad are really critical. Even though they're coming out with pistols, it's always nice if you can maybe get one or two. But the fact that he gets the one up in heaven and the one in CT really just puts Toast in an unwinnable position here.
good trigger discipline by Toast, not taking that initial shot onto the jump up players. Does not decide to pick up the deagle. Is going to try to chase these players down. Hope to maybe get one of them, not expecting it, as all of them are into
Doesn't even
T-spawn.
have armor to save. Definitely would be worth if you can snag a rifle here, but I think he's going to run out of time. But yeah, this double right here is just crucial. Not getting traded out by the second player. They don't even get to take one rifle away, and that's just not a very successful save by Tadpole Titans.
That is great fundamentals by Toad right there. Holding for the jump up player, swinging immediately to look at where the next likely spot someone's going to peek him, and he wins.
Definitely. He's got the experience, and now off to an early 10-2 start, 5-0 KD on Toad. That's a little bit of an unsung hero. I don't think we've heard much about Toad over the course of the season, but they're really showing up here right now in the finals.
Right now, we see some heavy early damage onto Toad, and drop with a great opening kill on Cayman Rider, as Cayman Rider was pushing up that shelf. Toast holding with an AUG here from, not Elevator, but from CT spawn. He knows that SAV likes to come out early, but isn't ready for the boost by UK Cats.
That was an interesting spot for UK to check. I don't think that's a common angle for people to hold. That was a great clear by UK.
It did take a little bit on that initial look. It looked like a double take from him. But Prodigy Toast is unknown here, even with the molly damage, but can't quite get the sprays to land. Does finally get it onto Salt Brokey. Is going to swing with the P2000. He's just playing Ring Around the Rosie. Does get some extra damage onto Sock, which is important because this is a 2v1 for Frog to try to take this round. Both players on B site, Sock is still going to try to fight for this. They have the money. They're not worried about it in that sense. Will he clear Generator? He does see him and swings him, gets the head tap, and Von Neal clutches the round.
Yeah, that's an important win there for Tadpole to stay in this game. They need to keep it up, keep it from where Servals can build their bankroll. They don't want them stacking infinite money. They want them to not always be on a full buy, and obviously they want to swing the momentum back into their favor where they could start banking up their own money, get these round wins in. CT is the side you really need to rack it up on.
Importantly, does save the op. That extra 4750 is huge. Gives Toast his buy, full util on everyone but Poutine, and some early damage on Toast. Although he got the information, did not lay any damage down himself. Drop is going to get mollied out, but they're not going to look at it. They're just going to throw the mollies and look away. He gets two before burning alive to Sock. That is a trade you will take every day of the week. And now CTs are already here, holding for this bomb plant. It's going to go down with the smoke, but they're in great post plants. Toast at Heaven. I think that was Prodigy Toast over on Headshot. And Prodigy Toast will get a pick on Salt Brokey, jumping at ramp. UK Cats holding here. Does maybe see?
And he definitely knows that Prodigy's up there. He's in a prime position to take him out if he doesn't get cleared here.
UK Cats does get cleared by the second player. Cayman Rider gets the first. Poutine coming in for the second, and that is a 2 alive for Frog. That is a way to step away from that 1 alive for your first 2 rounds. Saving two rifles is huge.
I just want to point out real quick that that double by drop at Sandbags, that was huge. So they double mollied Sandbags. It looks like they were a little bit off. They're not. Maybe their A take isn't as coordinated as the B take because they don't have like set jobs for who's throwing what util, so they both throw that molly, then they kind of come up ramp, not really holding for him to swing out of Sandbags, and then he gets 2 there. That's massive. Makes it a 3v3 on the retake, and Tadpole Titans are able to walk away with that win.
I don't know if the A-take was weak. I think SAV looked like they just did not expect a Sandbags player. They throw the molly because that's what everyone does, because that's what you're supposed to do.
No. I don't think it's weak. I just think it was a little less coordinated. Maybe they haven't ran it as many times. Their B-take is smooth like butter, but yeah, that was a little shaky there. They have the util thrown, but it just didn't look like they even expected him to be there. Once you throw the molly, you definitely have to hold for him to push out of it.
Tilly, you had something?
Yeah, I was just going to say, those 2 kills from drop, very valuable off the jump, and then they're playing it smart after the post plant. Like, there's a ton of smokes on site, and they're just waiting a little bit so they can take control of the bomb site, and then they do.
Definitely, yeah. You got to wait for some of that util to go down, the initial wave to fade. before you start going for it, or else you can easily get spammed down or taken down from angles you're not expecting.
It looks like Frog is slightly adjusting to how SAV is playing right now. We are off SAV's timeout, but they are holding a little bit more of their util for this, 1 minute 15 mark where SAV has been building up and saving their util for. We see that 4 players still have util remaining for Frog, and they're holding off that B steps with this Molly, preventing SAV from getting up there. They're lining up for their util, but Poutine is holding and ready in a slight off angle from what you'd expect a default headshot spot to be for maybe an opper.
The way SAV is doing this, it almost looks like it's off timings, because about at that 1 minute mark, they group up B and they throw the execute. But let's
and they are going to rush onto site.
It.
Poutine does get the drop even through that edge of the flash that's on him. Prodigy Toast coming around, takes a bunch of damage, but he is going to try to poke out another kill. Sock does get the double from Quad. That will even it back up at 3 apiece, but Prodigy Toast is lit. He's going to try to poke his head out of smoke. He does. Is he going to make this jump here, or is he just going to hold for Quad? Cayman Rider drops Prodigy Toast. Von Neal and Toast are both holding back here. Toast with the off.
That first kill,
but Toast will miss the molly, and Cayman and Salt Brokey will just finish that off.
Yeah, sorry, I wanted to say with that first kill there up on stairs, I think that makes the retake, you have to kind of cancel it with one Toast holding onto the op. It's very difficult to get into B once they are in post plants, and maybe they should have just called a save. They would have had the op coming into this round and another rifle. Could have dropped 2. That would be a buy here, but now they're on pistols because they didn't call a save.
That last round just looked as though Frog just lost the 1v1s in that initial post-plant moment. They had some good entries onto site, but then SAV just played better, and they're going to make noise coming down ladder, and Cayman is waiting for him. But Poutine is able to get a kill on UK Cats, who's distracted by the ladder player. Can Prodigy Toast and Poutine come down there, maybe get that rifle? Cayman is going to hold for it. Cayman will get the kill. Do they know the second player is here?
Yeah, he suspects it.
3 of them are waiting around. Prodigy Toast will give his position away. 3v4, but they are moving these AKs deep.
Try to get rid of those AKs. Definitely don't want to give those over to the CTs. That would make it a very winnable chance.
Considering how far they threw him, they could have just threw him down elevator shaft.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. You'd have 3 players with AKs, 1 with an op. It's not like you're going to utilize that extra
Prodigy Toast is going to walk out here. He sees the bomb planter. He drops him. Denies the bomb plant. That's another kill for these pistols. And this was a full save pistol round. No deagles. P2000s, USPs. Drop's going to hear the bomb plant going down. He's just spraying through the smoke. Doesn't walk out. The bomb does go down.
Yeah, the last 2 was just USPs here. He's going to make this really tough on the retake.
No armor. They should go for this. Von Neal's going to poke out, get a shot off. No damage out. Salt Brokey's got an op, though. If he misses his shot,
Sock is going to get it's now 1v2 for Von Neal. This is tough with just a USP. Nothing to lose, but
with 2 alive, this is worth fighting. Gets the AK. Is he going to run away? Is he going to stand for this?
Yeah.
He's going to run. Is he going to get far enough to save this AK with no armor?
He won't die here, but yeah, that's actually a pretty good save there. Getting 1 AK saved out of that and 3 kills, that's the kind of save you want to have, not where you just lose 5 and don't get anything out of it. So that was a better save there by Tadpole Titans.
Not quite the round win, but that's twice now, Von Neal, and we're going to see this replay, those initial picks by the CTs onto, or no, the refrag by SAV on the push to T-spawn, but then that the bomb planter giving just that little bit more time, that extra AK down. We'll see if that AK does make a difference here. It is a 1-tap, and it will serve them well in Drop's hands.
Handing it to Drop is the smart move here. He's definitely the best mechanical aimer on their team, so giving him that ability is going to be huge here. Let's see if they can utilize it correctly here.
Looks like we're on a standard default for SAV on Vertigo. They are fully spread out everywhere.
Yeah, they definitely like to do that early. See if there's any CT aggression, try to grab
UK Cats accidentally kills himself somehow. Did he fall off a map trying to throw the bomb, maybe? Trying to throw a smoke?
That would be interesting. We'd have to go back and take a look at that. Maybe he was over the ledge on bottom B. Didn't quite see where he was.
Toad swings for Prodigy Toast in that same spot where UK Cats got that initial pick early in the round, but now this is a 5v3 on a gun round for Frog. They could take this. a 5-7.5 isn't great, but it is very much a possibility here with how this is going to look. It does look like Sav is grouping up for it that they're known for, at least in this finals, if not throughout this entire season. Poutine just trying to hold slightly different angles. If he doesn't get mollied out, he's looking to get 1 and maybe even trade up into 2. They are going to try to molly him, but he is able to back out. Throws his own molly back, but Toast is taking some damage, but does get the kill onto Sock. We get this third-person cam look that just sees the
Drop
CTs
gets a one-tap through the smoke. That's huge with the AK.
Dominance, and then Saltbrokey is just running away here with 15 seconds left.
Yeah, definitely wants to hold on to this op. Didn't get to see what happened to UK unless he had a connection issue. That's a huge misstep by dying there, and it kind of gives over the round. Like you said, if they take 5-7, that's a half we'll take, and we got a game here.
Yeah, I want to call out Toast very quick. We can see the Tadpole Titans are making adjustments and learning from their mistakes. Originally, we saw him die from that kill up on boost when he's defending mid, but man, then he has Prodigy Toast boosted up on that fence to make sure that no one's going to get him from boost, and he can really just focus on mid, and he's able to get that kill without having to worry about it.
That's a good adaptation for sure. Now we got 2 MAC-10s coming out. He's going fast over A ramp. Let's see what they want to do here.
This is last round, and their money was low. We did see from our producer there and our lovely observers on cams here that was a job site fall number 1. So UK Cats did fall off, probably trying to throw some smoke, but Drop will get a great double, a triple overall onto ramp, and it doesn't matter that Saltbrokey trades him out because this is a 3v2 for the CTs, and they have control. They know where they are. Toast will drop Toad, leaving just Saltbrokey. Misses his does hit the shot, but basically legs through the door, and Toast will finish him off. That is a stamp to end this half, and here is the replay of Drop. The double onto ramp before he's traded out, but that is a way to end 5-7. Look at this spray down. The players line up, the T's line up, and he just sprays him down. Good control.
Yeah, very familiar to that that previous round we saw from Drop when he was getting that double out of sandbags. You can tell he really is comfortable on that A ramp and defending, getting the picks that are really important for the Tadpole Titans to get.
Yeah, and that's a great turnaround there. 5-7, like we said, that's a salvageable half, and now that we got them rushing up A ramp on T side.
Both sides have stacked here. CTs are taking the fight at mid ramp. They don't have anyone side hall, so the terrorists are fighting behind yellow and side hall. They are going to get the first pick with Von Neal, and Drop is going to get Toad. A 3v3.
Yeah, CT's got 2 early there off a nice flash, but yeah, traded back quickly. So 3v3. Let's see what the adaptation is here mid-round.
Looks like Sav is spreading back out. They have 1 playing mid. Looks like he's holding in CT. We have Saltbrokey holding B, just looking for that information, not playing for the peak. But UK Cats is going to poke out for some information, and Prodigy Toast still holding bottom ramp is going to confuse Sav. They don't quite know where they're going to push, but Saltbrokey is going to get the information that there's 1 stairs and call it out. But playing 1-1 is the safe move to have here from Sav. Saltbrokey is going to drop out, though. Cayman did get the pick onto Prodigy Toast, so now we're back into a 2v2 with no advantage either way.
Yeah, that's a huge trade back there. So 2v2, instead of 2v3, that's way more winnable now for the CTs. Let's see if the T's can get on
CTs did
site.
Gamble for B, though, and it does not look like that's where it was. They rotated back off Prodigy Toast's kill or played that 5D chest and re-rotated. Von Neal back for side hall, Drop playing sandbags, and this is advantage Tadpoles here.
Yeah, sandbags is a huge position here for the retake, but it looks like Sav is throwing that wonderful retake smoke. That will block off vision from most of sandbags. He's going to have to swing wide now to get onto the bomb. Let's see if they can hold down side hall, though, because that position is going to be huge.
Von Neal being side hall is going to be important here. Drop is going to spray through smoke. It is planted for him. We saw that. And Saltbrokey takes a lot of damage.
Drop kills the bomb diffuser. That's massive, and they don't have time.
Cayman is dropped by Von Neal. Bomb is going to go off here, but that is a pistol round start, which gives Frog the advantage, not only because bomb plant went down and they would have the map, the able to buy into that, but now they deny Sav the reasonable amount of money in order to buy that.
Yeah, winning pistol is massive here. If they can win this one, it doesn't even look like CT's opting into the 4, so they will tie it. Should be able to tie it up here, and we got ourselves a game looking way more competitive than Mirage did. Let's see where the T's decide to go for this. It looks like CTs are gambling B again, but
we'll probably see Frog mollying out that sandbag spot. Did look like Prodigy Toast held it for that extra split second, just to make sure that nobody was going to pop out like Drop did to Sav.
I do just
they
want
have
to say
A control here.
Real quick, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of throwing a full execute on a second round. It takes the momentum away, especially if
Prodigy
you don't
Toast
know.
gets a good double in Poutine, but UK does trade into Vonil. Toast coming for another kill. Poutine getting the kill on UK Cat's bottom ladder. Only one lost. That is an acceptable round for most T's on that. Tying this game up at 7.
Definitely good to get the tie back there, but yeah, just real quick, they were throwing lots of util. That's a lot of money they're spending there, but also they don't know if they're opting into the forest or on a quick flank. It could be the timing they need to shoot them in the back there. I think you just take sight quick off a quick pop. You don't necessarily want to throw a full execute.
Now going into this next round, it'll be the first rifle round of the second half, so we'll see, even though Sav wasn't able to get away with those first 2, if they were able to bring it back.
Yeah, gun round time for Sav. This is where they got to show up here, CT side. So
we are
see what they can do.
We are seeing a triple Mac 10 bonus here and 1 Galil, so only 1 AK for Frog. But they seem to be happy with this. They spend what money they want, but Prodigy Toast saving 5k and not getting any additional util beyond what looks like a flash. And we do see 1 FAMAS for Sav, so not able to get full M4s across the board. We'll see if that comes back to bite them.
Yeah, that is a slight question mark for Prodigy there, saving the money instead of getting the util. I get the Mac 10 bonus, but you definitely want to have a full belt of util. Like, they're definitely skilled enough to know how to use that util, so not sure why he didn't opt for that.
Looks like Frog is going to back out of this B push. There is an aggressive stance from
he could catch
Sav
Poutine
at
looking
top
the wrong
stairs,
way. Let's
but
see.
it does back up, and we aren't going to see any gunfight here on B just yet. Looks like Salt Brokey and Cayman are both going to dance away, but Sock does find the opening kill on Prodigy Toast and backs away, saving his life. You know, he's got the weaker gun here and at half health approximately. We'll see if Vonil can get in with that Mac 10. So that was a Mac 10 on Prodigy Toast. That could be why he lost that fight. And that is that debate on whether or not you do bonus guns into a rifle round with full armor.
Definitely, yeah. They could be saving for an op here, but opping T side on Vertigo is a little sketchy. It kind of depends on the peaks the CTs give you. It's good for flushing out maybe headshot on A or getting a quick peek on maybe the B stairs guy, but it can be tough to get something going with the T side op. Let's see if
we are
that's what
seeing
he's
an initial
thinking.
fight onto B. Vonil does find Sock's head. Toast finds drop, so we're still in now into a 4v2 for the CTs. Poutine is upside, but hasn't cleared quad yet. There was one here. Cayman does find Toast. Poutine will trade him out, but it's a 1v3, and this is going to be difficult with the Galil. And UK Cats will drop Poutine, leaving 3 alive for CTs. They don't find... No, they do find the AK just at the end of the round. Toe does. And so there is a debate on those Mac 10s, whether or not they really were worth the buy, and the Galil maybe not doing enough damage on some of those shots and not able to trade it out.
Yeah, it's always a tough call. You never know exactly what you're going to get. If you have those SMGs going into a rifle play, though, you do want, as Gear was saying, a lot of util to really get an execute. Try and put the rifles at as much of a disadvantage as possible, and I feel like we just didn't see that from the Tadpole Titans. They were kind of spread out, not really sure of themselves, and not really forceful on one specific site, as you should with an SMG.
Yeah, I think with
compared to a
SMGs,
rifle.
you got to go quick. I think it's almost the wrong decision. It's kind of like taking your foot off the gas. If you bonus the SMGs, you need to keep the control
We have an interesting rush possibly happening mid. We had an interesting buy. Vonil does not have an AK, but everyone else does, and full util. So that money even that was saved did not result in a full buy even through this. It looked like there was going to be some initial fast rush into mid by both teams that was a little delayed. Sock does get the kill, but Poutine trades back. There was one more mid, and Poutine took a little bit of damage. falls back, maybe tries to repeat, but UK Cats has all the way down to side hall. Will hear that, or that AK I think did drop on the ground, and UK Cats would have heard that. He's doing his early shoulder peek, trying to make sure that he's got the advantage, that peeker's advantage on subtick. Poutine, if he swings this with the smoke still out in Cayman's hands, doesn't. Both bits of util will go down. 3 T players are stacking up in mid, but not going anywhere. Does Von Neal clear to his hard right here against UK Cats? This will be an important fight. He's not going to clear it. And UK Cats still loses the fight to Von Neal. Toast gets a pick onto Cayman Rider. This has just flopped dramatically to a 3v2. Von Neal all the way up side hall. Toad has to check both ramp and side hall. Util coming out from both directions. He's also worried about elevator. Is able to drop Von Neal because he was lit from that initial fight with UK Cats. Gets a second onto Poutine, but Drop is able to trade him out. Salt Brokey kills Toast on the rotate. Drop is lit. Salt Brokey at half health. This will come down into who sees who first, and Drop sees it first, and the head tap for that little bit of extra insurance. Drop with an important hold there, 8-8. Unable to pick up the AK though, but still bonuses the rifle into next round.
Yeah, that round got messy there. UK had the perfect position, but he just whiffed massively, unable to kill Von Neal there on the push-up ramp, and the T's get control of A very quickly, but then they're just unable to hold and unable to do the retake CT side, and yeah, it came down to the 1v1, who sees who out of the smoke first, and T's walk away with that one.
Seeing an anti-eco by SAV here. 5-7s across the board with 2 Deagles. The Deagles have chest armor. Cayman finds the kill onto Toast.
Interesting.
Toad is taking a lot of damage, and Toads kills Von Neal with that Deag, with a 1 Deag. Poutine does trade Toad out. UK Cat's backing off. The head armor didn't do much for Toad. It does fall with the Deagle, but Cayman Rider does have an AK now. UK Cat swinging around side hall, but Prodigy Toast with the wide peak does gain the advantage. Smokes are down. Prodigy Toast gonna hard clear everything. Accidentally taps his teammate planting bomb. That's gonna cause a discussion in the proverbial locker room after this. Poutine does get bomb down.
Yeah, he's got an itchy trigger finger there, just popping off on his own teammate.
Salt Brokey unable to get the trade onto ramp. Drop showing his technique there. Still alive with 13 HP. 1 rifle on Sock. Are they looking to fight for this? Looks like Sock's holding for a pick. Does drop into hell, but
at this point,
off.
with the time ticked off the bomb, you got to save that AK. But the pistol can go for it. Nothing to lose here, really. See if he can get an exit, maybe.
No kits, but that 2700 will be great to save.
He's not being aggressive here. It doesn't even look like pistol's going for it. Maybe he's gonna hunt for a saved rifle off of one of the picks later.
Poutine and Drop both don't get out of bomb range. That is huge.
That new bomb radius is massive. If they had full HP, they could save in the back corner of the site there. But yeah, if you go directly under it, you're kind of coming back into the radius, so they needed to get out of there earlier. But securing the round comes above that. It's unfortunate to lose the money, but they definitely needed to secure that round. It got kind of messy once again.
Frog has their first lead in this best of 3 series, and just looking at our poll that we have up now, it reminds me that the "Will someone fall off this map again" poll did eventually come down to the viewers here thinking yes, there was going to be another player to fall off, and then that interesting question with a no option of Sock as the new Mills. That is a little bit of tongue-in-cheek humor from last season into this.
Yeah, definitely the early copy pasta in the chat of Drop is the new Mills is looking like that may be in question here. We'll have to see if you can step it up and they can pull this second map out. We needed to go 3 for Tadpole Titans to have a shot here, so...
If we're looking at who's performing the best, Drop is 15 and 11. Looks like we might get some interaction between Sock and Poutine here, depending on who swings. But Toad has the most kills at 16. Is Sock going to swing this? Does Poutine hold it correctly? They can't see each other. Poutine's going to take some damage from jump up.
Just a spray through the box there, though.
Drop does get the kill at Woodwall on stairs. But are they going to swing properly? Sock is still holding here. He's still holding. No one's swinging yet. Prodigy going to swing. They both swing out. Sock gets the double there on Prodigy, and Poutine just waits long enough and has the spray control to go into it. 3v4 for Frog. They're
That's
struggling
unfortunate.
mid round.
That's a massive misstep. Getting both traded there by Sock, not getting the trade out when you have 2v1. That's
Toast taking
misstep.
a lot of damage. Toad finishing the kill off through smoke.
Oh.
Drop running out, not expecting it. UK and Toad finishing that round off. Sav is not gonna let Frog get any momentum going in the second half, and we will see the second timeout from Frog this half.
We've got an exciting game brewing here. Servals are not going to let this one go without a fight. They're trading back, getting the rounds, keeping it close, and we have a game on our hands here.
Yeah, Toad definitely showed up to play. Like, we see round after round, like, she's getting doubles, like, she's holding sight. Like, you see them very comfortable holding sight, like, not afraid to take the gunfights, and, you know, a lot of times coming out with multiple kills.
This is a full save coming out of this timeout with 5 seconds left before the start of the round. We do see some late utility by Von Neal, but not even all the way buying down to 2K. No upgraded pistols.
One smoke,
and
one
full
flash.
rifles.
B-rush coming in here. Let's see if they can get it done.
Molly from Salt will hopefully be smoked down, but that nade will do only a little bit of damage with no armor. They must have been past it.
Yeah,
they are all the way up
heads.
onto stairs. Cayman Rider with one on Toast, but traded by Prodigy Toast with the Glock. UK gets one, Sock gets the second and the third kill. Prodigy Toast with a second, and Cayman Rider with UK Cat, sorry, with that final kill. Still only 3 alive. Will be positive on money, but definitely not what they were hoping.
It was a little unfortunate. They got the super early info. They were rushing B, and they just couldn't make enough space to get the bomb planted. They had all the CTs there huddled around Generator, just spraying them down as they came on site.
Bit of a mid-buy here. AKs across the board, but by no means full utility.
Even
looks like Sav is again taken.
Yeah.
Oh yes, there are 2 Galeels for Toast and Drop. Looks like that Frog is taking some space. Sav is taking some space. Neither are engaging in a fight of yet. No damage on board. I say that as Toast takes some initial hit, probably off of an HE. Everyone just looking for who's going to make that initial peak and who's going to get that initial kill. Prodigy Toast probably made noise there.
Definitely made noise. Gives the sound cue trying to jump up side hall. That could be huge.
So UK Cats will get that knowledge. A bit of util will come in. Some B util coming from the T's. Drop trying to watch for a Toes peak on white box maybe. No one going to give it to him. Ramp and side hall has new control owners by Frog, but they're going to back up. Drop is able to get Salt Brokey down with that head tap Galil. Galil still solid weapons, 35 rounds in the mag. Poutine is dropped by Sock though. Cayman Rider is going to see Drop peek out with that smoke in hand. It's going to make Toast job hard onto here. And unable to see, will he clear out default? Here's the nade be pulled and thrown. 2 players here, Von Neal and now Prodigy just coming over jump up, but Cayman is wise to his tricks and watching. Von Neal is taking an aggressive line Generator. He's not going to get cleared. Von Neal is ready there. This post plant is possible. 2v2. UK Cat's already up to CT white box. Von Neal holding Generator.
This is a strong position, but it looks like he's worried about both sides. He needs to just commit to holding one and have his teammate have his back on the other, but it looks like he's watching the flank. Von Neal's out in no man's land here.
Von Neal is going to get swung on by UK Cats, never moving out of there, and Toast is unable to find UK Cat's head, and UK will have a solid double.
Just want to say, not a big fan of that post plant. They have one holding the flank, but like I said, he needed to be holding his other side that he couldn't cover. They weren't really tradable there with him playing in the backside of a wood wall there. So, yeah, another post plant that just, the positions aren't there for Tadpole Titans.
Yeah, and even initially we saw the bomb was going towards A, but they got to pick B, and then everyone was rotating. The T's, the CTs, and then it ended up being a fight on B site, when really you might want to ask yourself, okay, we have that lurker on B, he gets the pick. That's enough time for the CTs to be like, oh crap, we got to change, move over to defend B, and then snake up, get the plant A, and try and defend.
Yeah, definitely could have done a little bit more with the lurk there, the extra information, some time. It seems like maybe they're in a rush. Yeah, when you got everyone over-rotating, definitely don't want to play into
We've
that.
interestingly seen a number of missed util being thrown on B site. Salbroki here holding the op, missed his nade, and we do see an upgraded pistols only saving well above 2K for Frog, probably looking to play for that 912.
Looks like the T side's trying to boost here on B stairs. Looks like they have made themselves aware, so Salbroki knows this is coming.
Yeah, it does look like he heard that noise up to white box, so now he swings away from holding top stairs, hopefully calling his teammates over. He is getting some support. Jump up. No shot hit there. Salbroki takes very little damage, though. One swinging that close white box. Salbroki misses the shot again.
These Tech 9's going
swings
fast
white
to catch
box.
him out here if he keeps missing.
Salbroki now taking a quarter damage. Sock does get the nade kill in there. That is huge, pairing that. But Drop will get Salt. Brokey, UK Cats kills Toast. But Frog's on site. Can they get the bomb down?
Oh, this flank is huge right here.
Poutine
on a massive
gets one.
flank.
Drop gets a second. 3v2, but with an op now. But did they leave bomb? They left bomb. And UK Cats gets re-swung by Poutine as everyone runs away. UK was expecting them to be leaving.
Let's see if he can hold
Huge
the bomb
by
plant here.
Poutine. 5 seconds left. He has plenty of time. He will get it down, even through that molly up his rear end, and Drop finishes this round with a Tech 9 kill. That is important.
That round got a little messy there. They had the 5 Tech 9s. They did the boost on the B, but they were found out pretty quickly. They didn't go and take site immediately, but they let their mid flank work, and work it did. He got, looks like 2 on the backside, and they were able to take site off of that. Almost messed it up by not grabbing bomb, though. Everything about that, totally messy. Definitely want to take a timeout after that one, but they do secure the round at the end, and that's what counts.
Exactly. A timeout here is really going to give them a chance to regroup, plan their attack for the next 3 rounds. It's 10-11. They're still in this. Like, they're not going out without a fight.
Something super important here coming into this round, and something Frog may not be totally aware of, but they should have in the back of their minds. If they get the win here with enough remaining, they will break the SAV economy, and it should solidly give them 12 rounds short of
should push them to overtime at least.
Pistol.
Yeah, definitely.
We are seeing Sock take a very high line in mid. He's not ready for the peak, and Prodigy gets the kill on Sock. That is an opening kill. Cayman holds jump up, but it doesn't land a whole lot of damage onto Poutine. It's about half health. Prodigy is now deep into mid, about to clear elevator. CTs are caught flailing right now, spread out over the map. Not a lot of information. Prodigy Toast isn't going to clear.
Z, see the barrel.
And UK Cat's super trigger discipline, just waiting for more information, will get Prodigy Toast. That hurts.
He shouldn't. Yeah, he should have seen the barrel there. I'm not sure what he missed.
Poutine gets Salt broke. He came and trades back. Toad kills Drop. He's sandbags, and Toad gets a second. Now a 1v3 Von Neal, but they don't know where he is. Good trigger discipline, just waiting it out. Knows one sandbags.
Take this kill right now.
He doesn't. He waits too long. Now they know exactly where he is. He's got the molly for sandbags. Doesn't get peeked. Ooh, swings out a little far, but is able to get the kill without much damage. Does swing onto UK Cats. That's huge. Does he have the bomb? He's able to get it onto ramp. This is a chase right now. He's planting for ramp, and he's not gonna get seen. Cayman's not swinging him, and he gets him.
He was definitely panicking a little bit there. You could tell he was fumbling with the nade, the smoke. He didn't know if he wanted to plant or smoke it off first, and he got the nice 2 opening picks, even though he kind of flubbed the first shot with the trigger discipline. But it was a nice try. But yeah, giving Sav 12 here is massive. They're going to need to win these next 2 to even force an OT. This is huge now.
I am not sure why Von Neal, with 2 beautiful kills right here, 30 seconds left in the round. I don't know why he doesn't plant. Like he
has no idea where Cayman is, so he's a little freaked out there.
Yeah, that is definitely fair. This is an intense situation, 10-11. That is just a rough round there.
Yeah, Cayman plays it perfectly with the patience.
Peeking mid. And doesn't see any interaction here. They trade util. Mid is now heavy with Frog players right now. We got, I think, UK Cats on the boost up there, holding mid. Actually, I believe it's Sock in mid. but Frog has fallen back. They're spread out again.
Prodigy's on a boost of his own, holding for jump up. Let's see if he can catch somebody here. Maybe Lazy trying to peek out into mid, makes some sound on the drop.
Will make noise there, and UK Cat or Sock will call that out. And let's see from Sock's perspective how this peek's gonna go. He is flashed. A second bit of util comes over. Are Prodigy Toast and Von Neal gonna swing? Von Neal is gonna swing, and he's not ready for him.
Prodigy Toast gets one.
Gets one, but Sock is still alive. Backing up, holding from elevator side. Another CT rotating through CT to support B.
The CT's attention on mid. They're doing the right thing here, flanking through A. Let's see if they can get onto site, maybe shoot a couple of them in the back. They've got lots of CT eyes looking mid right now, so they need to take the space.
Toast hasn't cleared headshot out yet. He's going to give himself away with this bit of util.
Oh, going back to clear sandbags, and this is getting a bit awkward for the T side. Let's see if they can.
There's one elevator going to swing him. Should have seen Heaven player, doesn't know about the elevator player. Headshot, UK Cats gets the kill. Drop gets a follow-up kill onto Cayman. Toast is able to get out because of the
10
smoke.
seconds, they need to get the bomb down, but it looks like...
Sock drops Prodigy Toast. He has to do this right now. Sock gets the kill onto Drop. Toast is the last one alive. Sav is going to get the kill, and that will secure this grand final for Sav. In this best of 3, they take both map picks. We'll close out 13-10 here on Vertigo. Probably the expected outcome on Vertigo. Yeah. Frog did give them a run for their money in that last map, but
10 rounds is good. That's what we were able to take off of Sav as well, but they're a very disciplined Vertigo team, as you see. They know their way around Vertigo, and yeah, quick 2-0 in the finals here. You would have thought Frog could put up a bit of a better fight there.
I don't know if they came into the Mirage matchup maybe a bit too confident, or did not expect the counter-stratting of Sav, but that set the pace for this match.
Definitely gave them the momentum there. Yeah, coming in 1-0 up, and they know they have Vertigo prepped. That's their pick. That is definitely a big confidence boost.
Tilly, what'd you think of how this finals went?
Yeah, absolutely. Vertigo definitely a lot closer than Mirage. Toad did a great job regrouping going into that second map. It's always tough when you lose your map pick, and going into the second one with, the finals are on the line. You got to put everything on the table. Do what you can, get the picks. But ultimately, what I think it came down to is there were a lot of rounds where they just kind of got lost in the heat of the moment. They didn't have a plan of attack. They weren't organized. Whereas Sav, they know Vertigo. They have their points. They know who's watching what. And ultimately, they were just able to defend a lot better. On the CT side, they were able to attack a lot better on the T side. And, they definitely deserve that win on Vertigo.
Yeah, they had all areas of the map locked down on both sides, really. Good mid control, good B control, definitely huge B executes on the T side by Sav there. Yeah, Frog definitely, put up a fight, made it close, but it just didn't look like they had the same level of preparation that Sav did.
Yeah, Sav really looked like the number one team entering, or the way this finals went, they looked like the number one team. I mean, they finished with, I believe, only one loss on the season, dropping only one map before finals. They opened their quarterfinals 2-0, and their second map that they ever dropped was in the semifinals. And with a 2-0 in the finals, that means they dropped 2 maps the entire season.
Wow. It's absolutely insane. They clearly got good chemistry. Whatever they're doing, the practice, the coaching, the IGLing is working for them, right? And Toad really showing up this game. Toad really showing up, holding sites, getting multiple kills, for multiple rounds, and really was a key part of Sav's success.
Toad might have been the best player in both of those games. It's definitely up. We'll have to see how the stats go on all of that, but definitely put in solid performances in both.
Definitely, yeah. Like I said, maybe an unsung hero. I haven't heard much about him over the season. Maybe it's been mostly talk about Salt Brokey on the op, or UK as the captain in IGL. But yeah, I haven't heard a lot about Toad or Sock, but they were solid anchors, holding it down, getting the kills where it counts.
And it looks like we are going to get an interview with one of the best players in that game. We will have Sock from SAV.
Hello.
And Sock, how do you feel after that win? Kind of an obvious question, but...
Oh, I mean, I just have to give props to my team, honestly. I think we went into it expecting Mirage to be a lot harder than what it ended up being. We put a lot of work into that, and it really paid off, I think. And Vertigo is just, we've been brought close quite a few times so far on it, so I think there was no question that Frog was going to be able to bring us to a very close game with it, but coming out on top.
Definitely have to outright say congratulations on the win, and even though Vertigo was close, a decisive 2-0 in the grand finals.
Yeah, no, it feels great. It feels great, especially for my first season. It's been a roller coaster, I'd say.
Yeah, I just want to say on Mirage, it looks like you caught him a bit lacking there. Almost, you maybe caught him unaware. You started CT side and you just kept racking up the wins, and they didn't have an answer, and it got out of hand quickly.
Yeah, I would say we started out being really worried about our T side going into that. We played probably the last 3 days. I think we lost on Mirage in some comp games about 7 or 8 times in a row. Team really figured out what it was we were doing wrong and what we needed to learn from.
Yeah, but you didn't even need to have much of a T side there. Your CT was just so dominant.
No, the CT felt really good going into it. I think a couple guys on SAV from the higher ups, the higher leagues, gave us some really good pointers. I have to give credit to one of the guys on the prospect team. He gave me some good ideas for really how to play con, and it really helped out a lot.
Good, yeah. Whatever they gave you definitely worked that game. You took them on their map pick, you took it to them, and you shut them out almost.
And I will say that, I guess, 2 things. One, the statement, you don't need to worry about your bad side if you take 11 rounds in the first half on your good side.
Yeah, the good side.
But separately, I assume you guys spent a lot of time in what I would proverbially call the film room, watching some demos on how Frog plays their Mirage, and how did that all come about?
You know, a lot of it comes down to, it feels like our analyst was really came in throughout the season, and especially when it got to playoffs. He would do a lot of preparing and then give us sort of the cliff notes, a lot of things to look out for. And it really helps out a lot to have a teammate like that that's able to put in that time and be able to figure out what to expect going into each map.
Yeah, that definitely is massive. Not all teams have something like that. I can definitely tell you that. But yeah, when you do have it, it definitely gives you a leg up. But yeah, so we talked about Mirage, but talk us about Vertigo, because it did get closer, but still took it in the end.
I will say, shout out to Toad and I. We hated Vertigo going into the season. We were saying to the rest of the team we were going to be permabanning it all game. I don't care what other map we have to play, just not Vertigo. They did some convincing, and it turned into probably one of my most favorite maps now.
That's definitely one heck of a turnaround there. Yeah, you guys are definitely dominant on it. Even when we played you, couldn't get more than 10 off you. And yeah, definitely a dominating victory there. Held them in check, didn't let Tadpole Titans rack up the wins against you. You were trading evenly, but at the end of the day, you were able to take it there, 13-10.
Yeah, and I have to give props to them. I mean, going into the beginning of the season, we knew Frog was a very good team. We did a lot of scrimming against them, so it was something we expected. And when we got here, it was a great game, great match on Vertigo, I'd say.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when you were in the semis, Vertigo was also one of the maps that you guys won on. So having won in the semis, what did you guys take into the finals? Like, realizing what you did right, what you could have improved on from the semifinals into the finals?
I would say the semifinals, it was hard to say for sure of what we were doing wrong. We started out on T side that map against UPS. They took us first map Ancient, and so when we got there, that was our first loss on CS2, was that Ancient match against UPS, and that felt like 5 losses, but we didn't take it to heart, as in, this is over, this is done. We carried through, and I think we learned what we needed to from that loss. And against UPS, I think we got 12. We had a 12 rounds on them on T side, and we almost had the 13th on CT when we switched there. We knew our T side was very dominant going into it, so as long as we can get the rounds that we need there and then switch to CT and still clean up a little bit, then we knew that Vertigo would be a strong map, and they ended up giving it to us, and history's sort of written now.
Yeah, definitely in a best of 3, being able to shake off when you lose the first one is massive. It didn't look like Frog was able to do that here, but yeah, your T side is seen to be something of legend on Vertigo now. Your B executes are just so crispy. You want to talk to us about that?
Sorry, our B
your B executes T side Vertigo?
Yeah, B executes I think probably were where we were the most comfortable with Frog. They had a great hold, I would say, towards ramp, whether it was the util that they had or sort of switching up their spots. It made it hard to kind of predict and kind of get those angles cleared out to make it comfortable to push up. So I feel like a lot of rounds we would default out, see what they have. We didn't feel comfortable A, so we have a lot of good util that could get us on site on B and push them off to where they just want to do the retake. And at that point, when there's 4 or 5 of us defending a site like B, it's very, very hard to retake when we have all of our angles down.
Definitely.
So
walk us through.
I do have to ask, just for sort of what ended up being, I'll say, the most pivotal round was that round 10 Frog 11 you guys, when it was a 1v1, came in on ramp waiting for that plant. I guess how either deathly quiet were all of you for came into focus, or how much were you giving him that encouragement or assisting in trying to make sure that he got that final kill?
For me, that moment felt like it was a little bit of a blackout moment. I don't remember it entirely, but from what I remember, I think it was probably very, very quiet there. Everybody wanted to give him the sound to where that he could hear the cue of when the bomb went down. Didn't get too aggressive there, and it ended up paying off since didn't really have time for a rotate or anything. He just had to go for the plant, and it worked out for us.
That was some massive patience by him there, definitely, with Vonio getting the first 2. Bringing it to the 1v1, Cayman's patience was perfect there. And yeah, that definitely swung it back in your favor and pretty much sealed the game for you, I would say.
Yeah.
Would you tell us a little bit about the IGLing from UK Cats? Obviously, you guys had a strong game on Mirage, and going into Vertigo, there was a point where the totem poles did get the lead, right? So how do you manage those emotions coming off such a high from Mirage, going into Vertigo, kind of slipping a little bit, but making the adjustments that you need to really get everything back together and take the win?
Yeah, I think that out of everyone I've had for an IGL so far, whether it's just pugs or anything, this is my first season really having what I would say a true structure behind a team. But UK does a great job of taking in everybody's opinion. I would say that Cayman is sort of our second shot caller. So it's a lot between them of determining what's going on. There's no micromanaging really. He trusts the process. He trusts our aim. He puts us where he thinks we can succeed, and sort of in a rank like this for us, it's more about getting those frags, having the aim, and just clearing your angles out properly. The util comes second. It still makes the difference, but he puts us in the positions that we need, and not really worrying too much about telling us the exact play-by-play of what we need to do. It's just we all do what we know is right and we think is right, and it ends up getting us where we are here now.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
We've given all this love to your teammates. Let's bring it to you. You had a couple very important, especially on Vertigo, doubles holding around mid. I can think of one specifically, which was, I guess, the last time you had a double was you were counter boosting as CT mid, and I think it was Poutine swung into you, and you had a solid 1 kill and backed up and held up in the mid presence. You had just any number of doubles holding sites as CTs. How did you feel coming off of all of this map? I mean, I think you played beautifully. There's plenty of love coming for you in the chat.
Yeah, no, I think so far, I've practiced my aim a lot this season. I really only started playing CS last year. I was unfortunately a Valorant player before this, so a lot of practice was gone into the aim throughout pugs and everything, and sort of starting to practice a lot more of the team-based CS. So I think it's all coming full circle, where a lot of that practice is really starting to pay off with the aim, especially. I'm excited to see what the next seasons hold, but I mean, happy for the win today. Here to celebrate with the team, because for however many kills you get, it's still a 5-man roster. You still gotta count on everybody else to be there. So that's the view from me, is for however many frags you get, however many kills you get, it's as long as you make a difference to win. That's all that matters.
Great. Always there to help the ball club, as it would say.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely a good win for you and your team. You should go celebrate with them for sure. Yeah, good stuff for your first season.
Yeah. No.
If we're good here, Tilly Gear will let you go and get back to the celebration. For those of age, celebrate however you so wish. Champagne, beers. Those underage, please refrain from anything that is an illegal activity, and all of you be safe.
I'll just point out, to the losers, Frog, please don't try to pull a Clancy. We don't want to see anyone else ending up in the hospital.
Sock, congrats.
Thank you, guys.
Congrats, great win.
Yeah,
take
be
care.
proud.
Thank you.
Celebrate.
Awesome. Sav up.
Sav up. Well said.
What a way! Yeah, great way to end that.
You too.
Yep,
you too.
Good night.
And that will wrap us up here. Sav winning 12 grand finals of Recruit, 2-0 against Frog. Please tune in to our B stream still happening, which is Prospect Grand Finals, I do believe. And what are our last words? Tilly, you want to start us off or end us off?
Yeah, sure. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Really great performance from both sides. Really giving us some exciting Counter-Strike to watch. Congrats to Sav for a very well-deserved win. They've had a strong season. They were coming in as the favorites, and they definitely did not disappoint. They deserve the win, and super happy for them.
Here.
Yeah, definitely. Sav, a little bit of a sleeper at the start. Some people were overlooking them, but they just kept racking up the wins, and by the end of it, they came in tonight as the favorites, and they took it 2-0, as some would say expected. Yeah, Frog, a little bit of the underdogs, did make the second one close, but just couldn't put it away in the end, and it's 2 great games we got to watch tonight.
Yeah, sadly, my pick of Frog taking Sav's map did not go well, but hopefully my mental predictions for the Prospect finals are going a little bit better than this. As that is all that we have here, just a reminder to please check out the B stream, and congratulations to Sav, our Season 12 Recruit Grand Champions.
Yep.
Great. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you.
God!
He's always good for a 1v.
What is that? I feel like am I overreacting? That is, what? There's no way he just nailed that shot.
It's just a nice little shot on the shelf. You just, you peek up, you shoot him in the head, and you go back down. Oh, that's not as nice of a shot, but it still works out.
It's actually a very doable round here. They both have armor.
What is going